Yabemo bibi akwa abade aba smart Ghana update so we news update foforo kra na de ba besom abusia Canada compare ko Agyapong ni media station wofa kwabena kwache dodo na friend of akeke odi ne dwuma ohonom na di nsemi tudwa ni nyina efa president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne Reshuffle e kamia ko yese oba be ya da bia enam kwan so oba nso so yenhu hwe eno na ofa kwabena kwache echire mu e kamia ko yese na ono de it is clear say omampanyi President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo e kamia ko yese Reshuffle pa de enya de so wope esan se wo so wonu nim no President Kofi time e kamia ko yese every 2 years bia na se acha 4 years no ya Reshuffle enso so wo se President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo de e kamia ko yese amanfo aka omo pushia enso still de bia de ne beba even last week Friday ikra na amanfo free se abawie kra e kamia ko yese appointee ba akoti abonti a obubo din enso so business still Reshuffle kro no enya de sa ba beto abonti se fa ministers any CEOs no ho no awusia na no kiremu a ade se ewom sa Reshuffle de obi antimi mfoso president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo e mane Reshuffle na mmom e kamia ko yese time na ka no so no eswapa especially say isi no esa so try so obetwe date no beto aba December 7th no asaba November 7th no na je se hwema months na aka no aka ketewa bi eno ofa kekese semre ya e kamia ko yese president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo so de Reshuffle list ye ba abontin e kamia ko yese asa so aka months ketewa bi no e breben eno mo de be ya appointment esa so de aye vetting esa so de aye sworn in esa so de outgoing handing over note a free oma ya pamo mo free om ho no a brand new ones yi amamo de a share adwuma ase enti ono de oso obusa questions bebre whether say ade no aye late onyai ana still onto aso abusia empanifo a kire o madwen wo ho a mepese ye beko ne akwa akoti
it's become a class and Nana Akufo-Addo as president on Reshuffle. President Kofi Abbas within first 2 years no aye na Reshuffle and in 4 years no aye ogwemu no aye Nana entesa nkrofo pusu a empusu ndo bi beka say na afa di adan is it not too little too late na sa wo kwa koye ne sa abre nso a ebe achieve bibi pa de ebe achieve ne say ebi atamo ana enkrofo hwe so yensisa niemam kakra na yenye eyi no na no udidi achi no akwa sisa die mu na eden na edebeba. These are questions ewo ho a ye behwe na yetimi ayi ano Reshuffle ye kan obi ntumi enforce president mananya Reshuffle wanye for 7 years wanye say kra pe the electoral commission person ya or the election by November 17th this is virtually abai emraka the bedjuma March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October nasa and for example if ministerial Reshuffle should come and they said they yati samre na di bojamono beba ebe go through vetting and a year by appointing ebe swearing the instruments amano amado oko abe beja handing over notes. What should be the way forward?
Over that's what you say about a burn. Yet you say burning gram will be great for numbers. No names yet you say burn in the day and the nanu via they are it is a bed. Reshuffle a year late.
A year late. A moody in a year late.
What we say? Now
Reshuffle no some should it be only DCEs and as they include CEOs, MDs, general manager design, director generals, executive secretaries, deputies, ministers.
Yo, but that's it. Ofa, media me see a year late. Sectors now are mentioning a year late. For example, Ubi with free zones, may the example. He had elected a parliamentary candidate. We can bring some from so free zones. Now we nya that concentrated campaign no generating numbers.
Engineer Busa question say be obvious say be expanded fanco CEOs ne MDs ne.
Of I want to say, maybe Reshuffle my opinion there if he ha known. Who would nipa be ba aye jumaden the party about power? Obian the reason I want to join political party for the love of it, for the pleasure of it. Obi so feel say eno na nam so mama me kora bi kura metimi etu kwan. Akohwe broni krum anamakohwe baby fufuro. The feel of state power. Enti say ye de adwuma no hye wonsa na ye de agyawo. Wo hwe president Kofi amamu a or Reshuffle wotimi Reshuffle stream ni nyina. Both ministers and deputy ministers. And now oyeno in order. Party activists be ohokra utimi bemu keke be 18 months na wasan eye the background eye recognition eye motivation e boama o spread the benefit of power and concentrate on one side no be the minister on den crofo nkwa na bia wo nya nkwan kakrasa ana wo na yeti wo nka recognizing party foot soldiers activists no yaw offer ningina namsa areas so into so ye district chief executive or deputy minister or CEO or ambassador or ye be from aban office of the president we ye changes we na president no take lead in communication obehunu so ma aka na ye den e back no President Kofi was running people's assembly enti bibi fufuro bia ye nagne ha dwen what system no ono ate or the core regions no to Cape Coast na wa ma obia kwan obia be bisa na asem a ebe ma ono so explanation any say ni o anya satisfy cry when you response from the state na party for no why encourage you because it's a party machinery no ufa party MPP a say also your cabinet reshuffle ubenya new generation of people or number be run government not necessarily some and they could run a party campaign because the materials are there and women now contribute to be in the situation a man for adwuma power about party about power na kakra bi ne yesi ebetimi no ma adwuma mfie mienza de offer ukeka obi antiase in all respect to his excellency the president obi an ho beto wase so the president's silence on this is worrying. It had a party for be brave on the ground. Ya can we more manfo come to the extent the general secretary creating me can open. So what first our brother then so as no be mrebi. Enti Reshuffle the offer America mungina baby all the democracies baby
is good.
Yeah,
Enti principle is good.
Principle no good. Maybe say time we enye late.
Okay.
2000 Rollins Reshuffle around April. No, they mammy I was be a minister for local government. Me refinity your friend Sam Bennett. Obey minister for local government. Papa you free a Buakwai, historian, you know, ambassador to Cuba. But never a minister for health, Professor could dance so boafo or something like that. Or the longest serving DC in his government from Kano South, a deputy minister for local government. President Kofi, even a month for president, a cabinet, nipa be so as resign. Later, or sign reorganize the system, they be more and we deserve all side then, a buy all the fresh brains here then, a bam. Of who call in an election as hot as this 2014. In which your economic policies be why wouldn't you mean to my own crop one then entias to the extent is a national organizer to meet na radio station can say there be policy with there cause never the doors president and drop. If you have reshuffled and brought people who focus on government running now one more aka pieces now one bet me a system no combine no campaign no party na you know then president who can say I later. Me only late be within 1 month, 2 months, between now and early March, you can reshuffle and get your people back on the stream. And a public service, ministers, no, they rely mostly on the support of what of the government machinery.
Yeah, but yes. You must say who ni more. Obinim me because to be frank, somebody like Napo, Meka Energy Ministry,
Yes.
has about 14, 15 agencies.
Yes.
You must even understand the politics
Of it.
of every industry.
Yes.
To be able, some of the idea crowd brew. Na one as minister, we need people to call. Final, we need board members to speak to. Now, when you clear understanding of what directive our final decision, one shot. The outcome now the Bebano may not be the best.
Offer.
But of course, you being there for some time.
Who will briefing? The brief you give to the person. Number 2, special assistant. President Kofi was the special assistant here, because now for a long time, MPP Mabem in the public service was dominated by a certain class of people who are more or less different regime being a dion by. Shejuma alabila mo ye. O Ministry of Local Government could do married no. Ori Akuto said Anthony Akuto said the late. Shejuma was here as assistant, special assistant to the Minister of Finance. To the extent they said President Kofi rewarded him. Said no. Why a Juma? You be mouth that you be mouth there. You be mouth the Minister of State of Finance. By ready pass away now. Papa in the better Juma no so. When we na the way we be crafty vision no one brief no. Of a MPP in your party, would they will catch it for a they will not survive the duties of government. No. But when we say, if they complain, from the past 2 years, in a complaint, and they say, how do you then go and run the campaign down there? With whom? Few people know about opportunities now. Woman na fire no woman now no run a campaign no a large section of the people behind. And you need to bring them on board. It is not enough to go and say, it is enough to say, however late it is, now but so Jan said a TDR. I'm afraid you are not motivating the party people to come up strongly. Because Argentina is Obitim ambassador for 8 years. Obitim a for 8 years. In as much as he be contributing in other way no and opportunities ni and obi nso similar opportunities. District chief executive, look at we always cite for UP, we always cite President Kofi. The kind of people he brought in as district chief executives. Not many of them baby more progressive drew Abraham Jimo Bright Brobe Papaya Osunyane East our minister for employment. All these people are now look at the way he shot them from the district chief executive level, and they progressed to succeed at the national level as cabinet ministers, all because of what you give them the exposure. Now, say, well, my exposure now one side there be only 3,000 people will be out of a party. We are almost 5 million votes or 7 million votes. Now, you are not helping the party. More especially when your communication is the weakest in the last 30 years we have seen in any of the government. You will not get the people to support the campaign to move you to break the 8 if you continue this way. It will be difficult for the candidate.
And the reshuffle, no matter how late it is,
for me,
it's still
it should come. That's what I mean. Say about a burn. Yet he said Benny Graham will be great for numbers. No, names. Yet he said Ben. In the day and the Nanu via it is Ben. I mean, over see your economic policy. Who is speaking to government economic policy? And now position in a few days now or be
but lawyer, what is the proof that cabinet reshuffle? What is the proof that
it is the briefing you give the people offer? It is the briefing you give to the people. We reshuffle and brought you in to get more time to respond to issues. You'll be in a baby no free be Jack Toronto. And okay, can say my we are seeing na be na what you want away. Now I got na chebi se mu kudi down kwa na 39 why no be nam e bo abanachi e hie nsuo na egu kanten mu. Na mo chebi se mu kudi na what there was a 39 so Afe na Najua labor for issue statement almost threatening all manner of strike and Najuna Babe cabinet meeting. It is worrying. The party people are not happy with that. You never pick any intelligence from the labor front on the way they were going out all out against the state.
On this 15.
When you know, say, explanation be the money panel. When you know, say, consultative program processes will go through. Now, many panel criteria say, the basis near so once when you're 25% or 23% salary increment, who says he can if you baby the head then. And I buy it. You wrap them from the economics knowledge to that extent. Maybe it comes with A level. But the point is that for political power, now what do you say? It is worrying. You can't understand that a whole government like MPP will behave in such an ordinary manner. In such an ordinary manner. What not JB could now watch that? In appreciation for Danquest's future, nobody discount Danquest's future. But politics, you must know your time. You must know your time. You get move state machinery could be. It could now watch that. When the labor organizations were all over this evening, didn't you hear University of Ghana? 80% of the lecturers have voted to go on strike. What are they looking for? What is the engagement? Is it we who should teach somebody how she run government? It is worrying. And so the cabinet reshuffle, it must come. If it doesn't come, well, we don't know how the election will look like. But you see, you don't play with power. I remember very well the former Archbishop of South Africa, Archbishop Desmond Tutu. When the ANC came to power and voted a certain amount of money to pay themselves as $46,000 per MP per year, Archbishop Tutu told Nelson Mandela that you cannot behave like an ordinary politician. If this is the way you want to start Nelson Mandela, you are not going to go anywhere. Mandela listened, went back to ANC and said, no, it appears what we have done, however good our intention, the people are not happy. He did something about it. And the talking ceased. So look at the last 48 hours. All the noise that has come from the labor front. Look at the agitation and look at how somebody is taking.
But is it because
and then you are watching it? So how do you manage information? How do you manage intelligence? And then how will you be able today, as we speak? MPP is not popular in the University of Ghana campus. People you pay their school fees and give them opportunity to go to secondary school who are now in the university. Why can't you sustain that momentum? So bring fresh people. The man ready finance minister. No, you need to get practical people to hold power. That's my case.